My girlfriend posted on Facebook for all our friends. I cheated because you're boring as hell in bed. Deal with reality. I commented, okay, understood. Then I sent screenshots to her ultra-conservative religious parents. Next morning, she was homeless and disowned. I, 26M, never expected to wake up to 47 missed calls and my phone blowing up with notifications. But there it was, tagged by my girlfriend Jennifer, 24, in a public Facebook post. Finally gonna be honest. Been cheating on William for 2 months now with Christopher because William is boring as hell in bed. Like watching paint dry levels of boring. At least Christopher knows what he's doing. Deal with reality at William. 312 reactions. 89 comments. All our mutual friends, her coworkers, my family. I sat there for maybe 5 minutes just staring. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for 1. I'd been planning to propose next month. Already had the ring hidden in my sock drawer. The comments were a mix of shock, people defending me, and her friends cheering her on. Her best friend Patricia commented, "Yes, queen, finally telling the truth." Another friend wrote, "Get it, girl, life's too short for bad DK." I didn't respond immediately. Instead, I took screenshots of everything. The post, every single comment, her friends encouraging her. Then I went to our chat history and screenshotted the messages from last week where she was telling me she loved me, calling me baby, making plans for our anniversary. Finally, I commented, okay, understood. That's it. 2 words. Then I did something else. See, Jennifer comes from an ultra-conservative religious family. Like the kind where her dad's a deacon, her mom runs the church daycare, and they still think she's a virgin. She told them we had separate bedrooms, and that I was just a roommate to keep them happy. They own the apartment we live in. She told me they were just helping with rent, but I later found out they pay for everything. I created a folder. Screenshots of her post, her friends' comments, and then I added some other things. Photos from her Instagram stories showing her at clubs when she told her parents she was at Bible study, pictures of us clearly together as a couple that she'd hidden from them. I sent it all to her parents, her dad, her mom, her super religious older brother Michael, who's studying to be a pastor. Then I packed my stuff. Update 1, holy shit, this blew up. Okay, so here's what happened next. I was loading my last box into my car when the shitstorm started. Jennifer had gone to brunch with Patricia and some other friends to celebrate her freedom and honesty. Her words from her Instagram story, yes, she was still posting about it. Her dad called her. She didn't answer. Her mom called. No answer. Then Michael showed up at the apartment. According to my former neighbor who texted me the play-by-play, Michael was pissed. Like, biblical wrath level pissed. He was banging on the door for 20 minutes. When Jennifer finally got home, the screaming match was legendary. Cops were called. But here's where it gets interesting. Turns out, Daddy Deacon wasn't just angry about the cheating and lying. See, Jennifer's parents own the apartment. She doesn't pay any rent. Never has. They bought it as an investment, but really it was just for their baby girl. She'd been lying to me about paying her share. By 6 p.m., I got a text from Michael. You have nothing to worry about. She has 72 hours to vacate. My parents asked me to apologize to you for my sister's behavior. You're a good man. Jennifer started calling me around 7 p.m. 47 calls. I didn't answer a single one, but she filled my voicemail. William, what the hell did you do? This isn't funny anymore. Answer your phone. My parents cut me off, you asshole. Where am I supposed to go? Christopher won't even answer my calls. You ruined my life over a joke. A joke. She humiliated me in front of everyone we know, and she called it a joke. I posted a simple Facebook status. Moving forward. Thanks to everyone who reached out. I'm good. The comments on her original post started shifting. Suddenly, all those people cheering her on were real quiet. Update 2. Buckle up, because this gets worse. For her, and somehow more insane. So Jennifer ended up moving in with Patricia. Apparently, Christopher, the sex god she threw away our relationship for? Yeah, he's married. Has been the whole time. When his wife found out, I sent her screenshots the same day I contacted Jennifer's parents. He blocked Jennifer on everything and went into full damage control mode. But Jennifer isn't going down without a fight. She started a whole campaign against me on social media. According to her, I was financially abusive Because I made her pay for her own Starbucks? I was controlling because I asked her to text me when she got home safe? I manipulated her into cheating. Still trying to figure out the logic there. I turned her family against her with lies. Screenshots are lies now? Her friends were eating it up. Patricia started a Facebook group called Support Jennifer, Survivors of Emotional Abuse. They had 23 members, mostly Jennifer's friend group, all sharing stories about their toxic exes. Then Jennifer made a crucial mistake. She posted in the group that she was going to sue me for defamation and emotional damages. Said her uncle was a lawyer and was taking the case pro bono. She was asking for $50,000 for pain and suffering and demanding I pay for her therapy. Here's the thing about Jennifer. She forgets that my best friend David is a paralegal. And her uncle? He's a real estate attorney who specifically told her he doesn't handle personal disputes. David looked him up. David laughed so hard he nearly choked on his beer when I showed him the posts. But then Jennifer escalated. She showed up at my work. Update 3. I need to back up a bit because some of you asked about the timeline. This all started on a Sunday, the Facebook post. By Wednesday, she was kicked out. By Friday, she was at Patricia's. The following Monday is when she showed up at my office. I work in IT for a mid-size company. Pretty chill place, but we have security because we handle sensitive data. I'm at my desk when I get a call from reception. William, there's a Jennifer here? She says she needs to speak with you urgently about returning your apartment key. We never lived in my apartment. We lived in her parents' apartment. This was a lie to get past security. I told them I wasn't available and to please ask her to leave. That's when she lost it. According to the security footage, which my boss showed me later, she went from 0 to psycho in about 3 seconds, screaming about how I ruined her life, how I owed her money, how she was going to expose me to my company. He's an abuser. He isolated me from my family. He made me feel so unloved I had to find comfort elsewhere. Security escorted her out. She tried to resist. It didn't go well. They called the cops. My boss called me into his office. I thought I was done for. Instead, he showed me an email he'd received that morning from an anonymous account. Subject line, The Truth About William. It was pages of nonsense about how I was an abuser, a manipulator, how I was dangerous to women in the workplace. But here's the kicker. The email was sent from an IP address that traced back to Patricia's apartment complex, and it was sent 2 hours before Jennifer showed up at my office. They planned this, they tried to get me fired. My boss, thankfully, is a good dude. He'd seen the original Facebook post one of my coworkers had shown him when it went viral in our office chat. He told me to file a restraining order and gave me the rest of the week off, paid. That night, something beautiful happened. Remember Michael, the religious brother? He made his own Facebook post. I've stayed quiet out of respect for my family, but I can't anymore. My sister Jennifer is not the victim here. She cheated, lied, and humiliated a good man who loved her. Now she's lying about him being abusive. I've known William for 3 years. He treated her like a queen. She threw it away for attention and is now facing the consequences of her actions. I'm ashamed to call her my sister. William, if you're reading this, my family owes you an apology. You deserved better. 357 shares, 892 reactions. The tide was turning. Update 4, I got the restraining order. It was surprisingly easy with the security footage, the emails, and the voicemails. Remember those 47 calls? She left some really threatening messages. But Jennifer wasn't done. Oh no, she was just getting started. Patricia posted in their support group that they were organizing a protest outside my apartment building to expose the truth. They made signs. Actual signs. William is an abuser. Believe women. Justice for Jennifer. 8 people showed up. 8. Out of her 23-person support group. My neighbor Mrs. Sue, 70-year-old Korean lady who makes the best kimchi, was not having it. She called the cops immediately. Then she did something even better. She went live on Facebook. These crazy girls harassing my neighbor. He's such a nice boy. Always helps with my groceries. That girl cheated on him and put it on Facebook. Now she's here with signs. No shame. Mrs. Sue has 14 grandchildren. Those grandchildren shared her video. It went viral in our city's Facebook groups. The cops showed up. Jennifer had a restraining order. She was arrested. Again. But wait, there's more. While Jennifer was getting arrested, I was meeting with David and an actual lawyer. Turns out making false accusations of abuse, sending defamatory emails to someone's employer, and organizing harassment campaigns? That's legally actionable. We sent a cease and desist to both Jennifer and Patricia. We also sent copies to the other members of their Facebook group. Within 24 hours, the group was deleted. Then I got an unexpected call. Jennifer's dad. William, I don't know what to say. We saw the security footage. We saw the arrest record. I'm disgusted. You were like a son to us, and I failed as a father. I'm sorry. He told me they've cut her off completely. Changed the locks on other properties they own. Apparently they have several rentals. Removed her from their will. Even canceled her car insurance. The car's in their name too. Jennifer's mom sent me a long text apologizing and saying they're in family counseling to figure out where they went wrong. Meanwhile, I got a message from Christopher's wife. She thanked me for the screenshots and told me she's filing for divorce. She said Christopher tried to blame Jennifer for seducing him, but she wasn't buying it. Apparently, this wasn't his first affair. Final update. It's been 3 weeks since this all started. 3 weeks since I woke up to that Facebook post. Here's where everyone ended up. After getting arrested twice, she finally got the message. She's living with some distant cousin in another state. Last I heard, through Michael, she's working at a call center and sleeping on an air mattress. She's been completely cut off by her family. No inheritance, no support, nothing. Her Instagram is private now, but Patricia still posts about their healing journey and how they're survivors. Christopher never spoke to her again. The man she threw away a 3-year relationship for blocked her number and went back to his wife, who still divorced him anyway. Me. I found a better apartment closer to work. My boss gave me a raise for handling a difficult situation with maturity. His words. I'm in therapy, not because of trauma, but because I want to make sure I don't miss red flags in the future. The ring? I returned it and used the money for a solo trip to Japan I've always wanted to take. I leave next month. The legal stuff. My lawyer sent the final demand letter. If Jennifer or any of her friends contact me, my employer, or make any more public statements about me, we proceed with the defamation suit. So far, silence. The friends. Most of our mutual friends sided with me after seeing the evidence. The ones who didn't? Good riddance. My real friends threw me a freedom party last weekend. Mrs. Chen made kimchi fried rice. David brought his new girlfriend. It was nice. Jennifer's parents. They sent me a check for $3,000 with a note saying it was for the trouble and asking me not to sue their daughter. I returned it back to them, saying it's not their fault. Some of you asked if I regret going nuclear, if I should have just quietly left and moved on. Maybe, but here's the thing. She didn't just cheat. She humiliated me publicly. She tried to destroy my reputation for fun. She got her friends to pile on. Then when faced with consequences, she tried to destroy my career and have me arrested. So no, I don't regret a damn thing. To everyone going through something similar, document everything. Protect yourself legally. Don't engage directly. Let them hang themselves with their own rope. And Jennifer, if you're reading this from your cousin's air mattress, was Christopher worth it? Peace out, Reddit. Thanks for following this wild ride. Edit. Since some of you asked, yes, this is real. No, I won't be sharing the actual screenshots or videos for obvious legal reasons. And to the person who messaged me saying they think they know who Patricia is, please don't contact anyone involved. Let's just let this die here. Edit 2. Holy hell. Michael just texted me. Apparently Jennifer tried to start a GoFundMe claiming she was a victim of financial abuse and needed help getting back on her feet. It got reported and taken down within hours. She really doesn't learn, does she?